Alright. Welcome to more Calamity Malice Mode. Season 2, if you will. You'll notice the rather large castle-esque structure. I'm not getting anything from having this, really. Other than a center of operations that is marginally more visually interesting. So hopefully, I'm intending to spruce up the interior, which is the ultimate copium in Terraria, but I will try. And as further copium, I will also be attempting to build houses that are not wooden boxes as the playthrough goes on. You'll notice that we have the nurse too. That's because I did this with a character who had a little more in the way of mobility. Did the building for this. So, unfortunately, that also means that it is night. That is far from my preference. In fact, I don't even have a block to put in the way of the doors. Because we're very much going to need to dig down. Because there is absolutely no chance of us making any progress along the surface in the face of night enemies. We seem to be lacking in a great many departments, considering we only just opened our starter bag. Hopefully this castle structure is enough to cover us for housing for this first session. Because it'll be a shame if I have to build box houses and immediately tear them down. In the hopes of, I don't know, maybe a village type of structure? Trying to get away from this conception I have that any build for the central house has to accommodate all of the NPCs. Certainly is convenient, but it does limit the set of structures you can make that are visibly interesting and serve that purpose. Visually interesting. I suppose they're visibly interesting as well, but so yeah, I'm probably just going to be going with the idea of, like, a village. So maybe, you know, maybe a couple of guard houses for the castle with, like, a moat, and then some sort of, perhaps, hill structure. Like, have the goblin tinkerer or the dwarf or something living in the hill, and then having a house on top of the hill. Maybe a giant tree that has some housing in it that, like, leads up to some sky island structures. Might be a pain on early game mobility, but sort of an interesting, I don't know, almost flow of consciousness setup. You know what's about to be a flow of consciousness set up? I was trying to make a joke about, you know, my impending death and flows of consciousness, but no. My consciousness is, like, about to stop flowing, really. There. Okay. There we go. Relative peace. Relative. Already got myself a full rage bar. Never thought slimes could make you so angry. Though I suppose if I was getting assaulted by, you know, gigantic globs of slime trying to, you know, digest me in real life, I'd be confused first. Probably angry, like, after I was done surviving. And obviously, I'm not feeling anything if I'm dead. We really have nothing at all to threaten this Topaz Crawler with, do we? Hello, Yarim. Tell you what. Have one of these. So... there are a couple of slimes in there. There's a little bit of silver up here. Let's get that before we die. Because I'm absolutely certain we're going to die. The first trip underground in Malice Mode ends in nothing but death. Just a question of whether you find a whole lot of nothing or not. Oh dear. Nope. Not fast enough. Very much not fast enough. Oh god. Have I ever played Slime Rancher? No, I have heard of it, though. Right, we're gonna wait for that lot to leave. And then we're going to... haha! Outsmarted. You know, I don't feel so smart for not getting the set of gems I came there for. Hopefully it's enough for a hook. It's only 9, though. That looks like it would be 10, but alas, not even that many. We have no wood at all with which to make torches. Alright. Lead. Not too concerned with, like, digging straight down, because this is not going to become our elevator. Well, it might, but it's going to become our elevator at the hands of an insta-elevator item, as opposed to blood, sweat, and tears. That is the last torch to our name, so... And I have no idea if night is over or not. So that's gonna be a slight problem. Weird. Malice mode with no armor. I have no desire to. I'm going to leave that to people who are genuinely good at the game. Are those gems? Nope, those are not gems. Oh god. Ah, one of the benefits of building a house instead of just going underground. You actually do get a demolitionist. Show me some torches. No. See how long we can go juggling one torch. Actually, that means it's daytime. Let's go and not do that, actually. Let's chop down a few dangle stinky trees. So that we can actually make a few torches. Malice mode with no armor plus odd mushroom. Once again, I urge you to refer to people who are actually good at the game. I'm vaguely competent, but not good. Okay, we're gonna need to find a place for chests, which is probably just right here. Yep. I was intending to do a little more work on the interior, because these have a little bit too much. I didn't intend for these to just be table and chairs. This is a little too much open space, and honestly, the glass chandeliers on the whole are just not a good fit. But I also didn't want to delay the start of stream for the sole purpose of improving the aesthetic of the castle. I was thinking I would try to fashion the housing of this playthrough on just a village of sorts, maybe, and like then just branch off a bit. Yeah, that's the plan. I haven't played Ranger in forever. Like, I don't think I've played Ranger even in death mode. I think the last time I played Ranger was Revengeance. So, we have a merchant, right? Also, let's cover this up. Because, well, we are probably poor as dirt, unfortunately. Yeah, we're poor as dirt. So we're not even probably able to afford much in the way of rope to go up with. And we don't have the architect. Yeah, we can afford all of 120 rope. That's... Flash rounds armor and is desert powder. The Mega Shark... Not Mega Shark, not yet. The Mini Shark was going to happen. Another thing that I was found compelling... Oh, is he? Oh, okay. I didn't notice him because it's dark. But another thing I found compelling about the idea of going Ranger is because there's a lot of Ranger weapons that I've just never used that actually look cool. Like, all of the boomstick variants, like the Aquashard shotgun and... Well, there's only two, I think. The Aquashard shotgun and the Firestorm cannon and the upgraded Snowball cannon, all those are cool things I just have never used because either I'm not going Ranger and decided by that point, or, you need a boomstick. Okay. Sell me a piggy bank so I don't lose my 122 platinum on that. I wonder if people on YouTube are like, I'm gonna stop watching now that this guy has exploited the game, but then I remember that I have 122 platinum and haven't done a thing, and like, the desire to really be too concerned about it being an exploit goes away. And the honest truth is that because it's an exploit, I'm actually okay with it. Like, I'd never just give myself 100 platinum to start the game. So the instant it gets fixed, I'm gonna... Oh. Well, we have nothing to actually go over there with. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to Mr. Mark the Architect remembering how much his chandeliers are supposed to sell for. Yep. Not looking forward to when it does. But enjoy the chandelier exploit while it lasts. Before we have to go back to selling, like, yellow marigolds to make money. We'll be taking these, and these, and these. Wow, that was fast. Wonder if that slime reached escape velocity or not. Oh, hey, immediate Sky Island. Yeah, I was sad when Vanilla nerfed the hell out of stained glass. Oh dear. Whoops-a-daisy. Like, it's so hard to make money in vanilla that's, like, doesn't require a ton of work. Because I feel like, prior to stained glass, the best money you could make in vanilla, because you can't just buy boss summons like you usually do. Or like you usually would before the chandeliers came into being, was I found that the best money was usually just to make a mob grinder, which is not all that enjoyable of a task. Maybe I missed something that rakes it in. Like I think you can sell Hellstone, too. I think that's the new way. Ultimate battle. Well, it's better than nothing. Oh dear. Right, I reckon our adventure's at an end. As are our recall potions. Let's get these set up. These will be moved somewhere else for aesthetic purposes once I do renovations. Yep, I'm gonna do that, don't worry. We shouldn't need a ton of herbs, but you do need preferably spelunker pots and such before you can start selling your soul to the alchemist. Or rather, to the brewer. So, we're gonna need Daybloom. It's mostly Daybloom. And Blinkroot. And also Moonglow for Spelunkers. The rest are largely unnecessary. A little bit of Deathweed, a little bit of Fire Blossom, and a little bit of Sugarthorn. Then all in the chest. That will be my Supreme Calamitous Arena. Yeah, it looks like it's about the right size. You know, that is genuinely not that much less than half the length of a Supreme Calamitous Arena on Malice Mode. Can we do anything of consequence with the ore we got? we can make a furnace, which I'm probably gonna put down in throne room if I had to take a guess. We need workbench. Furnace. Get out of my way. We're gonna scooch the throne over a little bit. You know what's weird to me is they don't have a platinum throne in Terraria. Why is that? Like, almost everything else in the game has a platinum or has, you know, gold/platinum equivalents. We can't do anything. Even though I'm planning to go Ranger this time through, I am still gonna make, like, a gold broadsword or something. Because the gold and platinum broadsword buffs are, in my opinion, two of the best things that have ever happened to the early game of Terraria. Like, I love the fact that you don't have to go to a sky island to get a reasonably viable sword. We'll scooch the chests, or we could scooch the crafting stations over and, like, sort of gut this room. It's another alternative. Yeah, let's do that instead. Workbench. All of this will be fixed in due time. Once we have our storage and such sorted out. Yeah, I changed the mods except for keeping, and I picked out the ones I liked. I went over to Magic Storage Extra because why not? And I guess we're just gonna dig down here again. If nothing else, the extra has more room for crafting stations. Which is great for not having to decide whether I want the X obscure crafting station or Y obscure crafting station. Because, you know, things need to require a solidifier or a sky mill or an ice machine. Like, it's absolutely necessary. Oh dear, you know what I neglected to purchase that I could have purchased? Whatchamahoozy? Healing potions from the merchant. Not to mention I got hit by the most obvious dart trap of all time. A little bit of tin here. hey, we have enough. You know what? Oh, we don't have recalls. Never mind. I was gonna say, let's go and make a grappling hook, because I think we have enough. But no recall. Because why would we have anything? Oh, what? Mildly confused as to how I fell through that platform. Probably doesn't matter, though. Right. So how far down are we before we die? That's the pressing question. We have nothing really to lose in dying. Enjoy the squirrel killing 2 slimes. Also, Art Crystal. Amethyst Prowler. Unfortunately, we already have enough amethyst to make a hook. I don't think there's anything else useful to do with amethyst. Oh, we could have bought 1,000,000 bombs, too. I'd rather forget that we have as much money as you could possibly want. Unfortunately, we don't have much else. Which, were it not for the magic of the piggy bank, would make an ideal target for banditry. I cannot tell if there's anything of real consequence in there or not. Suppose there's some cobwebs. So we can think about some Hermes boots. It doesn't look like anything important. Except the cobweb. Not the most fruitful cave system, though. They're typically reserved for ones that you actually find as a cave entrance instead of I dug straight down from my base sort of deals. We wouldn't want any skelemen intruding upon our digging operation. Once I find a recall or a mirror, I'm gonna go up and get ourselves some bombs and whatnot. Okay, bat. Yeah, I'm really missing. We're really wanting some of those bombs. We even got rid of the ones from the starter bag, so... Well, we didn't get rid of them, we boxed them. Unfortunately, our odds of getting past this are looking very slim. I suppose the squirrel can help with that. And it's actually doing an acceptable job of it, all things considered. But perhaps the better way of handling things is actually just to do this. Like, burrow into here, where our problems are not quite so numerous. There is, however, a lot of baby slime. And it would probably only take one or two of them getting up here to kill me. Oh. Unfortunately, using the legendary weapons is, in my opinion, against the spirit of playing Calamity. So, as cool as the Flask of the Alchemist is, it is not the mod we're here to really highlight. Suppose I can at least show what it does. Not that that was a particularly good show. $10:48. My goodness, time flies. Doesn't feel like I'm half an hour in. That is nothing. Lovely. The next thing that looks... Man, should just get on with dying, honestly, because... yeah. There's probably some Spelunker potions in it for me upstairs as well. That's why I didn't turn the gold into bars. Okay, I want that, though. Because that is... Assuming Magic Storage Extra does not change the crafting recipe, is going to help us make Magic Storage. Still find myself occasionally going to right shift when I want to go up a rope. You know what? Let's just log. I don't really... It will probably take less time than dying. What is it called? There. A name of the creative variety that is totally not exactly what the world is. So let's have a look. We're gonna need some bottles. We're going to need some amethyst. We can make an amethyst hook. And it's garbage, but there's a hook. Now, can we just buy sand straight up? We can. That should get us the bottles we need. And we even have water near our house. That means we don't have to go for a hike to find the nearest source of water. There we go. You can even buy healing potions. Lessers, but... What? Oh. I accidentally hit my Windows key. Again. And... there, we need to remove this. Fill the dang bottles with water. And we should be able to make a few Spelunker potions. We could also have bought a bottle up front from the merchant. We need to move the piggy bank. Bottle. Piggy. And now, we need a chest with all of the herbs open. And we can make exactly 3. It's probably because we don't have any gold ore. 10 out to be good for now. Probably, oh yeah, I should put down the power cell generators. I completely slipped my mind. They are not truly important, I would say, but if you don't put them down, you will regret it. You will very much regret it when you have to wait for them to fabricate thousands of power cells. There we go. Power Cell Factory. And now on to Mr. Demo Man. Wait, what? Mark? And Joe? Oh, I think I might still have Alchemist NPC Light enabled, is what it might be. Okay. We should make the unlimited dynamites and bombs. How many bombs is it for the unlimited bombs? 396. Ah. You can also buy some grenades. And unlimited bombs. There we go. Alright. Now we should be in a good spot. Now let's see if we can't actually find ourselves a cave. That would be mighty fine if I may say so myself. Digging down is dreary. Oh, fancy meeting you here. Okay, hopefully no more of those, because they are very, very scary encounters at this point. Yoink. Ugh. You are a pile of garbage. I will have you know, Mr. Synedrian. I mean, look at you. You're just a bunch of brown rubbish stuck together. And you don't even drop anything. Look, I never claimed my aim was good. They make Synedrians way more common at some point. Because that's 3 of them we've run into just traversing the desert circuit. Desert surface. I'm afraid we haven't traversed any circuses lately. Actually, we have in Pokemon Reborn, but I doubt the same viewership is watching this game as Reborn. You know, 2 niche, fairly niche things. Okay, come on. Gimme Sandstorm. Well, it's a Ruby Hook, chat. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but at the same time, it ain't no sandstorm in a bottle. Can't you... Okay. Oh. Wow. Just when I thought we had a cave, I had to go and, you know, place a very well-aimed shot down it that causes me to fall to my death. I believe our first set of armor is the Desert Prowler armor. Yeah. Desert Feather, Desert Feather. So we're gonna need 6 in total. Is that worth anything? I don't honestly know if it is. What exactly does it do? 5% increased range, critical strike chance, 10% increased movement speed, and immunity to the mighty wind debuff. God. Work. 4% increase. Not sure how much I value that over just good. Well, you shouldn't be hearing Yaron's roar. I don't even have the Chibi Devourer equipped. So, there should be no excuses for unexpected screams and roars at all. Let's pop one of these. And also one of these. Because, good grief, is the copper pickaxe slow. At least it no longer has -1 range. Those were dark days that weren't that long ago. Just wondering, I suppose I have no clue how much ore I'm gonna get out of this, but just wondering how, good grief, that does so much damage. It's just sand. Just wondering if the Desert Prowler armor is any good compared to, just a good set of ore armor. They really don't know. I am so not used to not being able to move quickly. Unfortunately, that is an ordinary brown chest and not a gold one. Hello, untalented gamer. You have found yourself another of your kind here. Yep. I actually have only... Did I die earlier? I have died once, and it was to a rather marvelous shot down a cave that was like one of probably only 2 lines of tiles that could have led to me taking fatal levels of fall damage. So, that was mildly amusing. I mean, am I really talented? I think persistence is perhaps my greatest talent. Oh dear. Well. Also, found the Trinket of Chi. You are the most untalented gamer in the universe. Perhaps. I can't speak to your skills. Just know that I'm also in that camp of no real talent. Bye-bye, Spelunker Potion. I have another 9 of you, so you won't particularly be missed. Thank God for all the herb bags that show up in the main Planetoid. And also for the Chandelier exploit. Well, no, that is Vein Miner. Do I have talent in building? I'm not gonna lie, I've always felt like I am a brutally uncreative person. Like... Maybe that's a little harsh of me to say about myself, but it just feels that way a lot of the time, like... Maybe it's just because I spend too much time looking at people who have genuine artistic talent. You've only played on console. That... I feel bad, because mods are a pretty wonderful world. So you'll probably be... I don't know, will console be getting a mod loader? I heard something about Tmod Porter, which I reckon is for console. Also, supposedly the 1.4 version of Tmod Loader is going to be becoming the default on startup soon. You have a Mac which you haven't bought a mouse for yet. Is that true? Also, if you're afraid that your PC can't run this game, I am a poster child for believing in your shitty laptop. Because I am streaming from a 5-year-old laptop with awful internet. Like, it is a miracle this works, frankly. Oh dear, our mining potion has run out now. So we have the rather gelatinous speed of the copper pickaxe. And I can't wait to make a gold broadsword. Oh no, I ran internet. That does not sound good. Now granted, I am talking of American internet, which is infamously bad, but I cannot imagine if you are actually in Iran, which is really cool, by the way, if you are. It's nice to, like, have different areas of the world represented. But Iran internet, something about that just has an awful ring to it. Though, there was also a kappa at the end of that, so I honestly can't tell if you are actually viewing from Iran or not. Kappa is symbolic of varying degrees of sarcasm. And I, as a boomer in his mid-20s, do not understand this internet lingo of yours. Yeah, I'm not terribly familiar with the Middle East. Maybe it's just, like, a bias. Honestly, no, I'm not familiar with much of the world outside of the US and, like, nowadays Ukraine. Because the US, put it this way, I have never had any formal instruction in geography. There was geography at my high school, but you know who took geography? Remedial students who were deemed unready for biology in freshman year. So, like, me, who was not a remedial student by any stretch, did not have to take geography. Never at any point in my life. So, like, the entirety of the education I had to do with the rest of the world was world history in freshman year of high school, and you know, it's one class, and frankly the teacher was not very good. So yes, I'm not the most educated about the rest of the world, but I'm also, like, the product of a system that endemically fails to educate us about the part of the rest of the world. Only thing remaining for us is the history and the culture. I have to imagine that in a country, maybe I'm wrong, but in countries where where you're not quite as lucky as, you know, the US. Because you do have to appreciate that on the whole of things, the average American is lucky. I wonder if there's more of a focus on your individual history and culture. like... Because as, you know, self-centric as the American view is, I'm actually, like, very... I don't want to say un-American in culture, but not, like, deep in American culture or anything like that. Like, if there is such a thing. Oh dear. Oh, it was a bat. I was wondering what was hitting me. It's always a bat. Okay. I regret to inform myself that that is not a bat. Spin something past. There we go. Is that the Sunken Sea Lab? Yeah, that is the Sunken Sea Lab. Shares the rest of their terrorism groups in Iraq, Syria, etc. Yeah, I would rather not have extensive political talk in here, but I'm entirely open to hear things about other countries. Especially with Ukraine so much on the menu, and actually the news from there being actually somewhat worrying for the first time in like a month. Though I suppose it's a little bit, like, inhumane of me almost to say I don't want to say I became indifferent, but Mariupol became an inevitability at some point. And, like, from what I hear, the Russians are making... Now that they've really focused their offensive onto a tiny area of the country, they are actually making some genuine gains. Wow. Well, that was... Some would say it's idiotic, and I would absolutely agree with that. We actually do have a small supply of bars to work with, though. Also, we happen to get a teal mushroom. That's going to be handy later on. So let's see, what can we do with our... Probably with our lead bar, because we're going to need the silver for... You can make lead armor. It's just the current lack of mobility items that's problematic. Yeah, the impression I've gotten is... like... because I've been hearing nothing but incremental advances for quite a while. Like, you wonder when do incremental advances become... they're making progress to... they've taken over the whole region. Yeah, the weather here is fairly normal, I would say. It's not been anything too out of the ordinary, and I imagine, forgive me if I'm making poor assumptions, Iran is quite hot at this point, at this stage in the year. What was I going to make? I can make a lead pickaxe. I am North America. I think Yarim is also North America. We definitely do not need the copper short sword on us. What was I looking for? Oh, goodness. Oh yeah, I was looking for our silk. Or our cobwebs. I think that's enough if we can make ourselves a loom. Which requires a sawmill, so we need... Where's our lead? We need chain. I'm not sure if 4 lead bars is actually enough. I mean... Probably saying you're North America if you are is fine, because I've already said it. But... because... there's a few 100 million people in North America. I don't want to use a friggin' spelunker pot to get enough lead to make a sawmill. Oh yeah. We need... yeah, we should be able to make that. 10 wood, 2 iron bars, and a chain at a workbench. Oh dear. We need a magic mirror stat. So, sawmill. I see we are slowly but surely cluttering our... 7 spelunkers already, yep. It's because there are a ton of herb bags and such up here. Like... and there was moon glow in them, so I made spelunkers because, yeah. Hopefully going to help us progress a little bit faster. So I think provided enough swiftness potions, which I'm not convinced we actually have because I did not grab any cactus at... you can only get to 1 or 2 pre-boss. I don't know why that would be, because you just grab, literally just grab the, stuff from here, and there's like, make some bottled water and make spelunker potions. There's nothing remotely complicated about it. I guess we're just going down at this point. Yeah, I guess we can go down as far as we've gone, take a spelunker. Hopefully manage to find some gold chests, though. There's always the alternative. You forgot. Let me guess, you don't open the herb bags or something. It's just a thing you find and, like, this goes in the chest. Because you are just that spoiled by being able to buy literally all of the potions. So let's see. Another heart crystal. Let's see how many we get this time around. Should be grabbing up silver and gold too, because we need silver for magic storage and gold just for actually crafting things. And also some lead, because of the constant low level need for the stuff that will show up throughout the game. You know, it's really odd. Iron I can understand, but it's odd that every recipe that just requires generic metal in this world requires lead. Can you imagine making that much stuff out of lead? Furniture, crafting stations, etc., etc. All out of lead, because lead is not a good metal to work with. It's soft. It's kind of the same thing as gold, where it would not actually make particularly viable weapons or tools. Except for maybe, like, a mace. And even then, I'd rather my skull-crushing implement be made of something harder. Granted, I am no expert on what makes the ideal mace. By any stretch of the imagination, I'm not the royal armorer of a medieval king. You do wonder, though, like, how much money did the Royal Axe make? Like, was it an actual... you're living the high life, in as much as you could live the high life in the Middle Ages, or are you just some dude that gets dragged into the castle every once in a while and it's like, hey, fix this, hey, make me this. Because come to think, I don't actually think we know that much about the Middle Ages. Particularly day-to-day life of the common people, because they couldn't read and write, and they really don't leave all that much behind. So it's like, what do we know for certain? And it's probably not a lot. Alright. Worm. There you go. Enjoy the whole being dead thing, worm. Also, there's a spider nest. There's also a heart crystal. Heart crystal, spider nest. Heart crystal, spider nest. So let's see. See if we can get over there without running into any creepy crawlies. There's one right below us. There's also a slime. Let's board this up to prevent any incidents involving something more dangerous. Okay. One more heart crystal. 180 of 180. I have had worse first sessions of a Terraria world. Much worse, in fact. If you want to go the other way, as far as getting clouds and such goes, we're going to need to kill harpies, which is going to be rather a pain. But not impossible to do. Come to think, we could buy a mini shark right now, courtesy of the architect forgetting how much he's supposed to buy his chandeliers back for. There we go. That's the good stuff. Very good, actually. Keep yoinking this to get ourselves towards the magic mirror. Not the magic mirror, we already have one. Just towards magic storage, because we are still missing all of the diamonds for it. Which is not going to be great when we want our inventory situation to be anything except a massive clutter of chests. You should also think about smacking one of them shadow orbs so that... Well, we need 200 life for it to have a chance to spawn. Because we really do want a goblin army. So we can start working on rocket boots and spectre boots. And their upgrades. Because you need them, even for things like King Slime. Oh hey, it's a shadow orb. Just gonna do... a little bit of platforming. And a little bit of recovering my HP. Hopefully without any worms showing up. So we can put down a fire. Tell you what, while my HP regens, I'm gonna use the washroom real fast. If I come back dead, I come back dead. Okay. Looks like nothing managed to kill me. That's good. So let's just get to work on getting around this Ether Soul. Come on. No need to be shy. And we can also get the musket. Sayonara. So now we can get an arm sealer, so we can buy ourselves a mini shark. What was that noise? Why was there a toilet sound? I did not make that sound. Nothing I have, as far as I'm aware, can make that sound. And yet something made that sound. The arm sealer. Okay. Maurice the arm sealer. Sell me a mini shark. Do 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 do. And a rather large quantity of bullets for it too. Oh no, the painter. So now we should be able to handle some harpies if we so choose. Because we have a mini shark. Surely the harpies will be no problem. So it's going up to space to die 15 times to the harpies. Because harpies are cool. Perfect. There's an iron planetoid. And imagine the day for we, humanity as a species, where asteroid mining is easier than getting stuff out of the Earth. I have to imagine a lot of problems will be solved on that day, and a lot of things that were formerly rare will probably lose a lot of their value. Like, imagine being someone who is like, you know, savings in gold, and just a gold asteroid gets mined up. But I suppose it wouldn't happen overnight. It's like, probably still, like, drop the value of gold. Like, I almost think one thing I wonder about is whether, you know, financial institutions and the government will have to actually take steps to ensure that when the asteroids do get mined up, they don't utterly devalue things. It's an interesting idea, really. I'm no economist, though, so I don't know how much basis it has in fact, and it's probably not, you know, the first bit of it is not going to tear down the economy. But, like, the second asteroid and the third asteroid, and just the fact that there's... oh dear. Bye-bye. Nope. They really wanted my head, which they now have. Heading right back up there because we want feathers, and we have 3. Once we get feathers, we can sort out our various bottles, and because those are just craftable. So you don't need to worry about, for instance, flare guns. And what happens when the game hates you enough to give you a small collection of them? That's one thing I would have liked to see from Vanilla. I don't know if they did it, actually. I would have / liked when they did it, is if they moved it so that flare guns could not be the main item of a gold chest. Because it's just not gold chest tier loot. When your function is not too distantly approximated by sticky glow sticks, you don't deserve to be gold chest loot. So up here we have a much smaller planetoid, which will, once we dispose of this young lady here, these things have a few gems and a life crystal. Okay, this one might not have gems, actually. Yeah, it doesn't look like that one had gems. This one probably, yeah, this one already has amethyst showing. So they're pretty darn handy for just reducing the amount of time you spend in the mega early game. It's like, I have no life. The slimes are killing me. The bats are killing me. Oh, you're kidding me. Of course I would get a giant harpy feather. No. Of course I would get juggled as well. Don't you think I'm a bit heavy to be juggling? I weigh over 100 pounds. Assuming, you know, my character's a mature woman. In which, if she's not, then there's bigger problems with this world. Or rather, other problems, because it's a significant problem that we have harpies up in the sky who are actively hostile to humans. Yep, I see. We have found the deaf, and more deaf part of the title. Just grin and bear it. How far am I from... Okay, we can make both of these, provided we can buy snow. So yeah, we can get both of those. So, wonderful. Also, these 2 heart crystals would have been helpful. They would have been very helpful for not dying, really. Also, you are a duplicate architect. It's probably because they have both Alchemist and Alchemist Delight enabled. So, call in a bottle. Blizzard in a bottle. Now I reckon we should still be rolling out to the Sky Islands, since there are still some life crystals and still some gems out there. Also, you know what's terrifying? We can have an Eye of Cthulhu spawn tonight. And oh dear, that would not be fun. You might think, he doesn't look too badly off for fighting the Eye of Cthulhu. You know, he's got Hermes boots, he's got 2 double jumps, he's got a mini shark. Well, this is Malice Eye of Cthulhu. And when it's Malice anything, at least as far as these early game bosses, you have to take preparation to the very logical extreme. Or what would seem to be the illogical extreme. Like, I am actually going to have... Oh nice, Platinum Planetoid. That's big. How much is it? I don't think that gets us Platinum armor. Not sure. It's probably close. No. Well, we don't. I would welcome a few demon eyes spawning instead of these harpies. Harpies are infinitely worse. I said demon eyes instead of these harpies. I love being attacked by swarms of heavenly women. They're multiplying faster than I can kill them. So I guess we're gonna go and see if we can't get our heart crystals the old-fashioned way. So by virtue of our spelunkers and zombies can get in. Where's our gold or platinum ore? I really don't know what that sound is. What is that sound? The jubilant sort of sound. It could be, you know, my creeping insanity, but I don't think it is. Make flash rounds. Flash round. Flash. Well, not made of harpy feathers. Flash round. Oh wow. 7 range damage. 60. Yeah. Those are new since I last played Ranger. Because, yeah, I don't play Ranger very much. Okay, I was very confused. Where are flash rounds? Meteorite has landed. Okay, the resources are not exactly cheap. I reckon that's probably enough. I don't know. 1569 sand. So how much better are they than musket balls? They are, I'm guessing, 1 whole range damage better, because they're so early. Actually, well, yeah. Actually, no, they're not at all better than musket balls. Huh. I guess they have some AoE to them, at least, though. I can buy glass, though. Probably building blocks. Yep, building blocks. Oh, I went to mount a slime mount. I don't have that yet. Much as I wish I did. We're probably getting there, but not quite there. We're gonna need not lead armor and more HP. Also, we can probably make some better gear. But I'm already underground. Flash. Dude, I found 3 teal mushrooms in this world. Which doesn't help me at all. You only need 1. Okay. Now we can just... Yeah, we need those for 5 people. I can only imagine finding... Oh, you found me. You also found death. Hope you're happy. Death has nothing to do with finding me, by the way. Totally collapsed of natural causes. No, I don't mean to repeatedly swing my copper axe. Okay, let's go. There's a lot of blueberries and sky blue flowers. Well, that's helpful. Oh, you know what's gonna suck? I'm gonna need to find frogs for the frog leg again. Because I can tell you right now, I ain't fishing for it. You are correct. I am not using flash rounds. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen that before. Wait, does the entirety of that AoE do damage? Or is it just confusion on the enemies in the AoE? Let's see what it says. Confuses enemies. I was gonna say, that would be the ammunition for worm bosses. If that actually does damage, and I suppose they'd give it an appropriate penalty. Because the Calamity team do not want to see their worms absolutely yup, it does damage, or yup, it's only confusion. I suppose the follow-up question is, if it does damage, is it like, how do I say it? Is it, no, after the fact damage? So if you hit one enemy with the bullet, and will that enemy get hit by the explosion? Okay, it seems like it does, but it's fairly heavily nerfed percentage-wise. What the fuck? 4 teal mushrooms. Amethyst. Oh, not amethyst. Sapphires. So that's 6 or 7 that we need for storage, but I don't think we've got any diamonds yet. Yeah, I already have one, so it is fine. What did you replace the frog leg for, though? Like, I'm guessing you skyline wings? Oh dear. Boop. Oh. The marvels of having the attention span of a goldfish. Okay. You know what? I reckon we're in a decent spot to try out the desert. Got it for fishing, while fishing for Reaper Shark. Yep. Hello, Fearless Gold. Hello, Antlion Swarmer, who's less humorous and more immediately concerning. Man. Words are hard, okay? Like, really hard. Like, 10 out of 10 difficulty. Oh no, the dye trader has arrived. More like dye traitor, using up one of my sparse housing slots for no purpose other than to sell me dyes. Oh, I forgot to get the chibi. Damn it. You missed like 3/4 of its potential to kill me. Because I'm like not going to be going into caves without torches that much anymore. Oh. Well, that was a whiff. This is the auto-generated hole up here. It just didn't go down nearly far enough. Don't ask me why I killed that guy. Well, the answer is I knew through my psychic abilities that there's a heart crystal here. Sir. That is like 600 miles per hour over the speed limit. There we go. Also, mendable bow. Okay. So... we're not looking too bad. It's 12:08 though, so probably just finish up in the desert and then it is Toho time. Also, was that an extract? Yeah, that was an extractinator. Nice. Well, that was quite the miss. Murder Desert Scourge with grenades. Does that work? It's under the impression that Desert Scourge ceased to be particularly vulnerable to grenades. I guess it won't hurt to make the medallion and see if it blows up. Even though I'm fairly sure that the days of that have passed. Yep. They are numerous. There are like 6 of us. 6. Is this enough Stormlight Mantles? I think it's only 2 for the medallion. Yeah, it's only 2. Okay. If we get some cactus, we should have what we need for the medallion. Also, another mandible, though. Is this one good? No. But it is worth more to me than a wooden door. What can we trash? 4 wooden doors. Whatever will we do without the wood? Oh. Do we know about a demon altar? I think there was one, like, yeah, there's one right there. Okay. We'll see if Desert Scourge is in fact very vulnerable to grenades or not. And then I will let the dog out and do Toho. I'm just gonna buy more sand. I don't know if I need sand. Yeah, another magic mirror. This is why it is wonderful to be able to craft things in modded, because, oh dear god, imagine if you got my chest left this playthrough in vanilla. Come to think, I will actually need to survive, Scourge's initial invincibility, which might be a small... well, hopefully it's enough, so... Nope, it's not. Man. Take your stinky sandstone back. Surely 131 sand's enough. Okay, Desert Medallion. So we're gonna need to survive through Desert Scourge's initial invincibility, which might be problematic, because you have 260 life. But building arenas... Okay, let's give it a shot. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem without an arena, isn't it? I saw 4 critical. I think Desert Scourge might be grenade-proof. I'm not certain, though. Yeah, it's not really my third. My first was like, oh, this is way too hard for me, so no. Though I suppose, like, I am doing one with you, but, like... Yeah, I think it is grenade-proof. I might not be surviving long enough, but I think that was long enough for the invincibility to wear off. It's just really hard when you have... the best boss theme in Calamity, in my opinion... I think I've got to give the best boss theme in Calamity to Slime God. Yeah, that is going to be it for Terraria for tonight. I will go let Gracie out, and then we're going to have some fun with the girls. So stick around if you're interested. If not, I will see you tomorrow. Gracie disintegrated that tree. What about the ones with singing in it?